There's a knife in the video. You're holding it to his throat saying you're going to cut his head off.
What knife? What are you talking about?
Some criminals leave behind fingerprints. Some leave behind DNA. This man left behind almost 90 Snapchat stories that had recorded his disturbing act. This is 35-year-old Timothy Kendrick of Columbus, Ohio, sitting in the interrogation room as the prime suspect of a crime that is beyond gruesome.
He was not only taken over there and dumped, he was set on fire. What you left in there was all of his blood. It was all over the room.
The chilling details of the crime kept on getting more and more disturbing as the investigation proceeded, revealing 45 stab wounds inflicted on the victim.
I didn't kill the guy. I've never killed anyone in my life.
What Timothy fails to realize is that he's already dug his own grave. His secret was already all over the internet. Every video, every moment he thought he could control was now evidence.
The video shows you clearly beating the hell out of him, kicking him, putting the knife to his throat.
On July 16, 2021, 35-year-old Timothy Kendrick met 30-year-old Drew Mendelbaum at a gas station in Columbus, Ohio. What seemed like a casual chat quickly turned into one of the city's most horrifying crimes. Timothy, charismatic and seemingly friendly, invited Drew back to his room at In-Town Suites for drinks and some good conversation. In response, Drew agreed, unaware of the horror ahead. What unfolded was nothing short of a nightmare. Hours of torture left Drew's body broken. A shattered nose, swollen face, crushed teeth, over 45 stab wounds, and finally ending with his throat slit ear to ear. Later, to conceal his little misadventure, Timothy wrapped Drew's body with a shower curtain and transported it in the dead of the night to an office space a few miles away and set it on fire. However, the fire didn't consume the entire body. Timothy initially thought he had successfully slipped through the cracks of the justice system, but it was through the Snapchat stories that both the victim and murderer were identified and found. This interrogation is quite different from others. Detectives here weren't looking for the truth. They already had it. Detectives weren't just after a confession. They wanted to know what kind of mind could unleash such brutality. It's only a matter of time to see if he holds on to his lies, or will the weight of such incriminating evidence force a confession out of this man sitting with a straight face.
Hello? I'm supposed to speak to a detective. No idea why I'm in this. I feel like my rights are being violated right now. Man, my rights are being violated.
Partner, you gotta leave the cuffs behind you, partner.
My shoulder's ripping out of socket.
I tell you what, put it back, and I'll put 2 cuffs on you and give you more space. Stand up for me.
Okay, I'm just, hurts. I'm supposed to be speaking with somebody. I feel like my rights are being violated here. I don't like.
Unfortunately, until the detective's here to talk to you, partner, there's nothing else I can really do for you.
Yeah, man, my arms are getting hurt right now.
Unfortunately, these things they're not made for comfort, unfortunately.
Timothy claims his rights are being violated, which is a bold complaint from a man who had no regard for Drew's right to live. Just days ago, he tortured an innocent man for hours without a shred of mercy. Yet now a pair of handcuffs has him whining about discomfort. The irony isn't just surprising, it's sickening. But detectives know how to break a man hiding behind the mask of victimhood.
You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand what I just read you?
Yeah.
What's that mean in your own words?
I don't have to talk to you if I don't want to.
Right.
Let an attorney or a lawyer.
Right. So what I want you to do is just read out loud this line right there.
I have read and been read the statement of my rights as written above. I understand my rights.
Is that a true statement? You understand everything we just discussed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's a lot of reds there. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't know why they word the sentence that way.
That's why it confused me. I'm like, red.
It'd be easier if they say, do you understand your rights?
They should spell red more than 2 ways.
Right.
Like red.
Okay.
Red, read red.
So with that out of the way,
Okay, so
do you wish to talk to me about why you're down here?
I'd like to know why I'm here.
Okay.
Because I have no idea why I'm
You don't have any idea why you're here.
No, sir.
Okay. Right now, you are under arrest. Okay.
Well, I figured so.
Right,
Obviously.
but you are under arrest with a charge of murder.
What?
You're under arrest for a charge of murder. Okay. And there's a few things that I want to.
Charge of murder?
Yes. I would like to get your side of the story. Okay. I'd like to find out what you know about what happened. So, what I would like to ask you, do you know this person?
No, I don't know who that is.
You've never seen that person before?
No.
Okay. That's not you and him walking into the In-Town Suites on the 16th at 1:10 a.m.?
I can't.
Is that you?
That's me.
Okay. And you don't know who this person is that you're talking to that walks into your room?
I don't know who that person is.
Okay. So the following day, this person walks into your room with you at 1:10 a.m. on Friday morning. Okay? This person never leaves your room. You do. The following day, you go over and you get something at Walmart and you bring a grocery cart back. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. That was
Okay.
Walmart.
What all did you get at Walmart? Do you remember?
Pots.
Okay.
Mm,
Do you remember what room you were in at the In-Town? It would have been last week.
it was like, I know it was like 300 on the third floor.
Third floor. Okay. But you remember going over to Walmart and getting that grocery cart, getting something to bring back, and you had the grocery cart with you.
I went to Walmart a couple times and got a grocery cart.
Okay. Okay.
So you brought the cart back. Did you have like a lot of stuff or something? You brought the cart back?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just too much for me to haul with my arms.
Right. Sure.
So did you just wheel the cart all the way from Walmart over to the In-Town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is you at 5:50 a.m. on Saturday morning with the cart. The cart is full. Can you tell me what was in the cart? They're working on the floors upstairs, so
Sounds like someone getting.
it sounds like somebody's coming through the floor. I know, but they're redoing like the tables and stuff.
What was your question?
Can you tell me what it is that you pushed out of your room in that cart Saturday morning? About 10 to 6.
I can't even really see it. Trash?
Okay. Where did you put the trash?
The dumpster?
Okay. Because we can follow you from this room out the door, past the dumpster, out to Sawmill.
Can you? I don't know. It's trash in there. Bags.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me why this guy never came out of your room? You're on the third floor. He didn't jump out the window.
Once the paperwork is complete and Timothy's rights are read, the detective wastes no time. Timothy plays confused, but the detective isn't buying it. When Timothy claims he doesn't know what this is about, the detective shows him a photo of Drew. Timothy's denial was predictable and pointless. The detective then reveals information about the CCTV footage of Timothy speaking to Drew, further tightening the noose. From the start, the detective has been chipping away at Timothy's defense, cornering him without him even noticing. His excuses are already running thin, his lies unraveling. Yet his shameless denial didn't stop there.
Can you tell me why he didn't come out?
Should have came out.
He never did.
Let me ask you that if I could. Where did you meet him? How did you meet him?
That man right there.
Yeah.
In the checkered shirt.
I met him at the Shell station.
Okay. How'd you guys meet? I mean, what? He just walked up to you. You walk up to him.
He walked up to me,
What'd he say?
started asking me for beer, to buy
Okay.
beer.
Okay. So when you went back in that room, what happened?
We just hung out. Had a couple of drinks. That's it.
Okay. Can you explain to me how this occurred?
I don't know.
Did you guys get in a fight?
Tell you what, we're going to go about this a little different way, dude. I know about the Snapchat video. I know about we have done search warrants and everything on your cloud. I've got the videos from your phone. All I want to know is what happened. And how did you get hooked up with this guy?
We were at the Shell station.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know him. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is
Okay.
or anything like that. He asked me for beer. I told him I didn't have it. You know, I'm like, oh, we can have a couple of drinks with me if you want to. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to the room and we're having a really decent time. And then he tried to take my wallet.
He tried to take your
Yeah, I
wallet.
took my stuff out of my pocket, so I went back to the room,
Okay.
and then we got into a little scuffle.
Okay. That's more than a little scuffle, man. I mean, that's a pretty big scuffle. Tell me what happened in that room. Tell me what was going through your head.
I don't know. What's going through my head? I don't really remember that night.
Okay. How come you don't remember that night?
I just don't remember it.
Okay.
If you look at my skull, it's kind of like fractured. I have a brain injury
Okay.
or something. Look at my face; it's kind of like sideways a little bit.
Okay.
Once detectives confront him with the details of that night, and Timothy realizes the detectives are already ahead of the steps he's about to show. First, he tries shifting the blame onto Drew, but when that fails, he reaches for a classic tactic, the brain injury card. It's an old move, but suspects still cling to it like a lifeline. The detectives, however, aren't surprised. They've seen this trick before and know exactly how to handle it.
There's a few things, and I'm not sitting here trying to judge anybody, trying to hem anybody out, trying to do anything like that. What I'm trying to do is figure out what happened and why. All right. Okay. So after the scuffle and after, you know, as you saw in the picture here, after he got beat up pretty good, what happened with that card?
I returned it to Walmart.
It didn't go back to Walmart.
The card, yeah, I returned the card.
What did you do with him?
What do you mean? What did I do with him?
What did you do with him? Where'd you take him?
What do you mean? What I said?
After you had the scuffle, tell us what happened after
I
that.
didn't take him anywhere. What do you mean?
He didn't walk out. He didn't. I got video from the time he walked in to the time we entered your
He
room.
had to have walked in.
He didn't. He never walked out of your room. He was found dead less than a block away.
He was found dead less than a block away.
That's why you're charged with murder.
I can't believe I'm charged with murder.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem real to me.
I just want to know what happened.
It just doesn't seem real to me, man. I didn't murder anybody.
Okay. So talk to me about this fight that you guys had. He tried to take your wallet. Did you catch him trying to take your wallet? How'd that turn out?
Yeah, I saw him. I just clocked him on his eyebrow and started bleeding.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
He just sat down on the floor and I went to bed.
He sat on the floor and you went to bed?
Yeah. After I hit him, he sat down on the floor.
Okay. I'll find that picture again. That's not one punch. That's a bunch of punches. That's kicks, everything else. Like I said, I saw the video.
That's an eyebrow shot.
That's more than that. Look at his cheek. Look down here. I've been punched in the eyebrow a lot of times. It doesn't swell your cheek, your jaw, your opposite cheek up. Okay, that's more than one shot to the eyebrow. And yes, he did sit on the floor because that's what he's doing right there. Okay, but there's no doubt in my mind that more happened. Okay, and I just want to know what it was. You didn't go to bed after that. Okay, there was a pretty heavy beating that went on there. And if the dude stole your wallet and catches a beating, that part I get. I understand that. I mean, that happens. All right. And people catch a beating for stealing somebody's wallet that's more than one punch.
Yeah.
And I get that. And I don't have a problem with that, to be honest with you. Okay.
So as I started talking to him, I guess he like was homeless. Not homeless, but like he like was hard up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a hard up guy.
Okay.
Didn't make money or anything.
Okay. So after you hit him, take me through how this happened.
I mean, that's like one shot to the eyebrow, bro.
That's not one shot, man.
That's one shot. Look at my face. I mean, my face.
Timothy, let me explain. You're an intelligent guy, right? Am I right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. We didn't start doing this yesterday, okay? We've been doing this for 20 plus years, okay? So we know there's a lot more to it, all right? So don't treat us like we're idiots. We haven't treated you like you're an idiot, right?
Right. I'm not trying
Fair is fair, right?
I'm not trying to treat you like an idiot.
Okay. Then we'd appreciate if you don't try and convince us that that's one punch, okay?
Like I said, I saw the video. There's more than one punch on that video.
Detectives know Timothy isn't telling the full story. While he claims to have only thrown a single punch, the evidence tells a much darker tale. Rather than cornering him immediately, they try a different approach. They entertain the possibility that Timothy acted in self-defense, perhaps reacting to Drew attempting to steal from him. It's a subtle tactic designed to give Timothy a chance to admit partial guilt while still saving face. But Timothy refuses to bite. His denial, in light of the overwhelming evidence, only makes his lies more obvious. However, the detectives were more concerned to know what led him to inflict such violence on Drew.
There's a knife involved in that video, okay? And he was found, like I said, a block over, and it makes perfect sense if you panicked, if things went too far, if you hit him several times, threatened him and stuff like that, and then he kind of went south on you, and then you pushed him out and you weren't sure what to do, so you took him over to that business area and dumped him, all right? That's what I'm looking at. That's what makes sense to me, all right? And, I mean, I want to get your side of it. I want to find out why this occurred. That's what I'm looking at. Because I don't know. That's one of the things I don't know about. I know about what happened. I don't know why it happened.
I didn't kill him there. That's the only thing I can say. I didn't kill him.
Okay, when did he leave your room?
I don't know when he left, bro. I went to sleep. I laid down. We were drinking.
Okay.
I laid down.
He never came out of your room.
Or maybe he jumped out the window or something.
He didn't jump out the window.
He could have. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. By the time we were there would have still been marks in the grass where he fell out of the window. There would have been marks down the side of the wall, and there was nothing. Okay?
He would have injured himself severely jumping 3 stories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he was just going out 1 story.
No, what you did.
Okay.
Was he in that grocery cart? Because that's what I think happened.
I had trash in my car.
Okay.
He was trash to you?
I never said that a human being was trash.
Okay, well, because that's kind of what you're getting at.
There was trash in the cart.
Okay.
Boxes and bags, different stuff like that. I just went to the store a few different times.
You put him in that cart and you took him out of there like he was trash, man.
I didn't put any human being in that cart, bro.
How do you think that's going to look to a jury?
I didn't put anyone in no cart. I had put trash in there, the boxes.
What was his name? What did he tell you his name was?
I don't even know his name.
So he didn't mean shit to you.
I don't know who that man was. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Well, he was not only taken over there and dumped, he was set on fire. He was wrapped up in a shower curtain or something. Okay, we've been in that room, which I'm sure you're probably aware of. We were over there after you checked out, but you still had all your stuff or a lot of your stuff in there.
Too much stuff. I had too much stuff. I just left some stuff.
What you left in there was all of his blood. It was all over the room. It didn't get cleaned up with the Tide Pods. It didn't get cleaned up. It was still in the carpet. It was still under the retainer for the carpet. It was still all over the chair. And we have all of that. And that matches with him. Okay? He was set on fire wearing that exact same shirt. And I've got you walking that cart past a dumpster, an empty dumpster, looking in the dumpster, and walking out to Sawmill Road. Coming back about 15 minutes later without the cart. It takes longer than 15 minutes to walk over to Walmart. It takes less than 15 minutes to walk that cart over to where he was dumped and walk back. I know that because I did it. Okay? I did it several times. He did it. You're younger than both of us, so I'm sure you can do it faster than what we can. Plus, I'm walking it in church shoes. All right? You can do it. That can be done. Walking it to Walmart and not coming back with a cart can't. So I want to know what happened to cause, like I said, if it was a beating because of your wallet and it got out of hand, then that's a story. That's your side of what happened. But that's what I need to know, because this really is your only chance to put that out, to give us your side of the story. Okay, because when all of the information from this comes back, all the different search warrants I'm doing, this is not a little investigation. This is a homicide. It's a huge investigation, and there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes as far as search warrants, getting stuff from Snapchat, stuff from social media, all of that. We do search warrants for all of that stuff. We get all of that information, all the stuff that social media wants you to think that deletes after a certain time, or you delete off your phone. It's not deleted. All it is, the path to get it is deleted. It's still there.
There's ghost images on there.
So we're going to get all of that. Okay. Also, your phone, if you had your phone with you, is going to track exactly where you went. Okay. And if you sit here and tell me that you don't know anything about, you hit the guy one time and you don't know anything else, when I get that evidence back and the judge looks at it and he says, okay, you asked him this very specific question, he's going to see the evidence that I've collected. Okay. And he's going to see your answer to that. And he's going to say, he is lying, and he knew he was lying. So this is your chance to come clean with stuff, because to be honest with you, that's the only thing that's going to help you in this case. We've got an awful lot of evidence, and we're not even close to being done yet.
Right. You have a cigarette?
I don't smoke, dude. They don't let anybody smoke in this. We can maybe get you one when you get outside, when you get back to the car. But unfortunately, we can't let anybody smoke in here. I can get you a bottle of water or something. But
no.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't kill the dude. I didn't kill the guy. I've never killed anyone in my life.
Confronted with a relentless wave of detailed evidence, Timothy's composure starts to crack. Each piece, precise and undeniable, is laid out by the detectives, and it's clear the pressure is taking its toll on him. His once fragile confidence begins to shatter. With nowhere left to turn, he desperately asks for a cigarette, which is not just a craving, but a sign of a man cornered. Yet, true to form, Timothy clings to his denial, still insisting he hasn't killed Drew. But even patience has its limits. The detectives know they've boxed him in, and now it's time to make him choose. Keep lying, or face the full weight of the truth. One final ultimatum is all that stands between Timothy and the collapse of his facade.
I don't even hurt animals. I don't like hurting flies. I believe in Gaia. You know what Gaia is?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mother Earth.
Okay, I'm not in here to have a religious conversation. I want to know what happened. I can have a religious conversation all day long. But that's not what I want to know. What I want to know is what happened here. I want to know what happened in that room. I want to know how he got from that room a block down and set on fire. Yeah. Because I think you know how that happened. Because you're the only one that was there.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know. Like you said, he got set on fire. I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean get set on fire?
Not much to explain. He got set on fire. He got wrapped up, dumped, and set on fire.
Set on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like set on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
We weren't there. You were.
How did that man get set on fire?
That's what I just told you. I have no idea. That's why I'm asking you, because you were the one that was there. I was not.
I don't know how that man got set on fire.
How did he get over there in the first place?
I have no idea. Maybe he was maybe it was high as hell.
No, he wasn't, because his feet looked to me like he had his feet bound. We haven't gotten the full coroner's report back. Looked like he had his feet bound.
What's that mean? I don't know.
Means his feet were tied together and he was wrapped up in a black covering, whether it was a shower curtain or a nylon sheet or whatever. And that's exactly what I see in that shopping cart.
I don't know how that man got over there.
Okay.
I think probably we're just going to have to
We'll just
write it up as we thought, as a human sacrifice. And
I mean, that's a possibility. I don't know. That's why I'm asking these questions. Okay, because I want to get your side of it. I've told you that. But
I didn't kill anybody.
okay, but you were in the room with him. You met him at the Shell station. He was asking you for beer. You go over to your room. He steals your wallet. You punch him one time, and then he goes to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I did punch him, yeah. I had to.
What do you mean you had to?
I mean, I had to punch him to get my wallet. I had to punch him.
okay, so
How did you realize that he had taken your wallet?
I just had noticed it not on the, where the stove was.
Mm-hmm. And where was it?
Dangling by his feet. Not dangling, but down by his feet.
Okay.
Like he had picked it up and was going to do something, like put it in his pocket or something.
Okay. All right. So what did he say? Did you ask him about it, or did you just punch him?
I'm like, hey, what's going on here? He's like, oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I'm like, well, that's not cool. You're trying to steal my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I invite you into my house and have a drink with you on my birthday. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just hard up. He said that he's hard up. And I'm like, well, that's not cool. I'm like, you gotta go. And I hit him the eyebrow.
Okay. Which eyebrow?
The left one, I think.
Okay. Where'd the knife come in? Because that's all over the video. You holding the knife to him, telling him you're going to cut his head off.
What knife? What are you talking about?
There's a knife in the video. You're holding it to his throat, saying you're going to cut his head off.
What knife? What are you talking about?
Okay. I think we're done. I'm going to tell you what, we have to go in and do a little bit of paperwork. If you decide that you want to talk to me some more and you actually want to tell me the truth about what happened, tell these officers I'll come back in and talk to you. But once the paperwork's done, that's the last chance you got to tell me the truth, okay? I mean, I want you to tell me the truth. I want you to tell me what happened. You know what happened. I'm done with dealing with the lies and I don't remember and I hit him once and went to bed, because you know that's not true. You know it's not true just as much as I do. All right? That video's out there. I've got it. The video shows you clearly beating the hell out of him, kicking him, putting the knife to his throat, telling him that you're going to kill him. So if you want to explain to me what happened, if you want to give me your side of the story, I'd be happy to listen to it. But you're not doing that. Okay. You're trying to tell me that it stopped after one punch, and we both know it didn't. All right. I've been respectful to you this whole time. I haven't raised my voice. I haven't gotten nasty. I haven't berated you for anything. I haven't judged you for anything.
I haven't either. I've been respectful.
But you've been respectful, but you've lied the whole time. I haven't lied once. Okay. You know what happened in that room. We're going to go do a little bit of paperwork. We'll be back in a few minutes. See if you have anything else you want to talk to us about. If you don't, that's entirely up to you. All right. If you do, if you want to come clean with what happened here and why, I'm more than willing to listen to you.
I mean, I didn't kill it, man.
you sit here and you think about what story you want to go to a jury, okay? Because that's what's going to make a difference here.
The evidence is
The story we're going to tell now, or the story you're going to tell us is the truth, okay? That's up to you. So you think about that for a while.
We'll be back.
Despite being backed into a corner, Timothy refuses to break. The timeline of events, CCTV footage, blood evidence, everything is laid bare. but he clings to his narrative with unnerving calm. This isn't just a legal strategy, it's psychological. Timothy didn't just commit a brutal crime, he orchestrated it with chilling precision and recorded it frame by frame as if preserving a trophy. There's a twisted sense of pride in his restraint, a sadistic need to relive the power he held over his victim. And the detectives see it now. This isn't a man simply trying to avoid prison. This is a man who enjoyed what he did, who thinks the camera somehow absolves him by turning horror into a spectacle. Recognizing his warped sense of control, the detectives pivot. They know there's no remorse here, only ego. And so, they deliver a final ultimatum. Speak now, or let the evidence speak louder than he ever could. What followed wasn't a confession. It was something far more revealing. A quiet confirmation that the detectives had been right all along. Timothy doesn't deny the horror because he fears the consequences. He denies it because the denial itself gives him control. He never confesses, not because he's innocent, but because clinging to the lie keeps him in charge. For Timothy, it's not about guilt. It's about domination, which also reflects on the way he chose to torture Drew.
All right, man. You got anything else you want to talk to me about?
I just think this is really absurd, and I can't believe you guys think I killed someone.
It's not that I think, it's what I can show. Okay, I've got video, I've got the body, I've got all the video from the hotel. Dude, I've got an overwhelming amount of evidence. That's why I wanted to give you the chance to tell me what happened in that room.
Like, can I see it?
No, you can't see it. You can see it at the trial. I've got plenty of evidence. I've got video. I've got DNA. I've got blood. I've got video of you walking in with him and walking back out without him.
I didn't kill no one, man.
He's dead. You were the last one. You were the only one in the room, and I got a video of you beating him to death.
What video of me beating him?
The Snapchat story that you put up. Dude, I got all that. That's why I wanted to give you this opportunity.
Snapchat video?
Uh-huh.
I didn't kill no one, bro.
Okay, well, that's something that they're going to have to decide. The jury's going to have to decide on, because I think you did.
You think I killed that man?
Mm-hmm. I do.
And
I don't take that lightly. I don't just go out and say, you know what, I've got this one little scrap of evidence, I'm going to charge somebody with murder. I don't do that until I've got a bunch of evidence. And I do. I've got more than I normally have. Okay, that was the whole reason that I came in here and sat down and talked to you, to find out why this occurred. You can say whatever you want. I'm going to tell you what I have, what I know, and what I believe. And the reason that I believe that is because I have the evidence to support it.
I didn't kill that man, bro. For real.
You did more than hit him once in the head and go to sleep.
I didn't kill no one, bro.
He's dead. I've got video of you beating him.
I'm not a killing type of guy.
That's why I asked you if things got out of hand, and it went south.
I'm more of a lover than a fighter.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got anything else that you want to add to this?
Even after the ultimatum, Timothy sticks to his story, clinging to denial. When the detective returns, Timothy asks to see the so-called video, convinced it's all a bluff. It's a desperate move, one that stinks of false evidence. And then, with unsettling irony, Timothy claims he's a lover, not a fighter. Bold words from a man linked to one of the most brutal murders imaginable. At this point, with numerous chances given to him to come clean, his lies aren't just frustrating, they're downright offensive. What he fails to realize was the evidence was enough to charge him with the murder, and there was no way out of it. 3 years after the brutal murder of Drew Mendelbaum, Timothy Kendrick faced trial in June 2024. He was charged with aggravated murder, tampering with evidence, kidnapping, and abuse of a corpse. On June 13, 2024, Timothy pleaded guilty to all charges. Over the course of the next 2 days, the prosecution presented an overwhelming case, including a staggering 90 Snapchat videos, 70 of which documented the assault. With such damning evidence, conviction was inevitable. Timothy, 35 at the time of the trial, was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.